Mykelti Padron's appearance on the Sister Wives show has made her famous. She is the daughter of Kody Brown, who is well known, and Christine, one of his 4 marriages. She disclosed a few days ago that she and her husband, Tony Padron, are planning to move to a new location. Her father admitted that he has a tumultuous connection with the majority of his adult children shortly after she disclosed that she was moving. Mykelti went on to say that she would never have pleaded with her children to talk to them about this. She claimed that she would have taken action to improve the connection somewhat. The mother of 3 also recently revealed something startling. She revealed her desire to get married to multiple people. This shocked everyone to their core. For more information, continue reading. Mykelti Padron and all of her siblings have first-hand knowledge of polygamous marriage. The entire Brown family is aware that these kinds of relationships are fraught with extreme highs and lows. Nevertheless, Mykelti has made it clear that she wants to get married to multiple people. Everyone was astonished by her revelation when she disclosed that she wants to be in multiple marriages, but Tony will never permit it. It became even more bizarre. Since they had all witnessed her struggle as a result of his father's decisions, her reply perplexed all of the fans. She still wants to do it though, and until she realizes that everything has advantages and disadvantages, nobody can really stop her. Mykelti Brown Padron, of Sister Wives fame, previously disclosed that she and her spouse are planning to move to a new location. The pair was seen traveling to their new house in North Carolina when they came upon a tornado in the most recent episode. Their 3 children were in the back seat with them, which made it much more terrifying. Luckily, they were closely followed by her husband, David Woodley, and mother, Christine. "We're on our 2nd day of moving Mykelti cross-country," Christine stated. She also mentioned that there were purple dots all over the place when her husband checked the weather on the phone. "A tornado is indicated by the purple dots," Christine said. In contrast, Mykelti and her spouse eventually began to notice dense, menacing clouds in the sky. Tony later confirmed the formation of a tornado. David, on the other hand, was looking for cover. Mykelti called her mother shortly after, adding that they were in a tornado. David responded by asking the couple to drive through it right away. He recommended that they continue their journey. While his wife was in complete distress, Tony followed his advice. They then heard a loud thud a few seconds later. The rain and hail kept coming as the couple kept on moving. The mother of 3 also found that the car's window was broken by the hail. In a further panic, she pleaded with Tony to evacuate them from the tornado as quickly as possible. The episode ended shortly after this. Everyone wants to know what happened though. Was it possible for the Padron family to escape the tornado? As Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown Padron and her husband Tony traveled toward North Carolina, it was intended to be a straightforward road trip, a picturesque drive full with music, food, and laughs. However, what transpired on that trip turned out to be one of the most terrifying events of their lives. The pair recently talked about a near-death event that left fans in shock and thankful they survived. They have 3 children together, Avalon and twin boys Archer and Ace. Mykelti and Tony were traveling through the Appalachian region on their way to North Carolina to visit friends, according to people close to the Sister Wives family. That day's weather was erratic, with fog rolling in quickly and thickly and heavy rain. According to reports, Mykelti revealed in a tearful Instagram story that visibility briefly fell to nearly nothing. Tony, who was driving, made an effort to remain composed. However, it felt as though the mountain roads had turned against them because of the tight corners, slippery pavement, and cars that were driving dangerously close. According to one family acquaintance, they were just trying to get through the storm. However, the automobile lost traction once they struck a spot of water. They were spinning uncontrollably for a few horrifying seconds. Later, Mykelti called the incident something out of a nightmare. On a curve, the vehicle hydroplaned and started to slide toward the road's edge, where it might have crashed to death. Tony's tires gripped the loose gravel close to the shoulder as he quickly fought to restore control. She recalled, "It felt like time froze, the sound of the tires screeching, the rain hitting the windshield, and our hearts pounding." The automobile crashed sideways into a railing that was just holding by what Mykelti described as a miracle. They were prevented from going over the edge by the force of the hit, which bent the metal barrier inward. Mykelti claimed she frequently praised God for keeping their children away from them that day following the catastrophe. Mykelti and Tony sat silently, trembling, as the car drew to a stop. According to reports, Tony whispered, "We're okay," as he reached over and took her hand. "We remain here." Mykelti started crying a few moments later. "I kept thinking about what could have happened. About our children, our family, and how fragile everything really is," she said. Ever the stable one, Tony calmed his wife and waited calmly while phoning for roadside assistance. According to reports, the tow truck driver who showed and said, "You two are lucky." This would have turned out much differently if the guardrail hadn't been strengthened. Fans showered Mykelti with love and relief when she later posted glimpses of the wrecked car online, including a crumpled bumper, a broken mirror, and scarred doors. "God was keeping an eye on you," a fan wrote. Another said, "Your family is protected by angels." Despite being damaged, the car came to represent the couple's turning point and survival. Tony wrote in an emotional essay, "We've been through tough things before: twins, postpartum exhaustion, financial stress. But this was a different kind of test. It served as a reminder that nothing is certain." The remainder of the Sister Wives family in Flagstaff soon learned of the near-death event. When Mykelti's mother, Christine, heard the story, she reportedly started crying. According to a close friend, Christine called her daughter right away and started crying. She expressed to Mykelti that she couldn't bear to lose her. Despite his distance from some of his older children, Kody Brown also had private contact. According to The Insider, Kody may not be close with everyone, but he sent a message saying he was thankful they were safe when he heard what happened. Prayers were even posted online by Janelle and Meri, who both had tumultuous pasts with Christine and Kody. According to reports, Janelle stated, "Moments like this remind us what really matters." One of the most solid couples in the Sister Wives universe has always been the Padrons. Known for her outspokenness and strong character, Mykelti transformed the harrowing event into a message of thankfulness and optimism. "That drive reminded me that life doesn't always go as planned," she said in a webcast a few days later. "However, we can overcome anything as long as we maintain our faith. Let's just say I won't be driving through the mountains in the rain again anytime soon," Tony said, injecting some comedy to lighten the atmosphere. However, both appeared to be profoundly impacted behind the laughs. They acknowledged that they had become more watchful since the incident, double-checking routes, storing an emergency kit in the car, and avoiding driving at night if feasible. Although there has always been a lot of fervor among Sister Wives fans, the reaction to Mykelti and Tony's near-death experience was tremendous. Thousands of comments flooded social media within hours of her post. "As I read this, I was genuinely trembling. I'm so happy you two are doing well. This family has endured a lot. The separation, Christine's independence, and now this. Prayers are being sent. Both of you have survived. Continue to cling to one another." On TikTok, some fans even made tribute films that featured snippets of Mykelti's most endearing moments from Sister Wives, such as her marriage to Tony and her journey as a mother, accompanied by heartfelt music and words like "protected by angels." In a subsequent podcast appearance, Christine disclosed that the event affected her daughter's spirituality. Christine revealed, "Mykelti has always believed in faith, but after that day, she said she felt it. She claimed to have sensed something supporting them, as if they were being held firmly by heavenly hands." "I don't care what anyone believes in," Tony said, echoing that idea. "That day, something greater than ourselves was present." Despite being terrible, this incident appears to have enhanced the couple's spiritual attitude and deepened their love. They've even thought of incorporating the incident into a series of inspirational vlogs on family faith and survival. Mykelti and Tony made the decision to take a brief respite from social media and filming when they arrived home safely. They prioritized lazy mornings, hikes, and family dinners as ways to spend more time with their children. Hearing Avalon giggle or seeing the twins sleep, for example, made us realize that every small moment counts, Mykelti said. "Those are the important miracles." Because they want their kids to grow up in a loving and secure environment, they have also started looking into moving closer to family in Utah. Fans are already speculating that Sister Wives Season 20, if renewed, would follow this trend, even though no formal plans have been revealed. The event strengthened Christine's conviction that leaving Kody was a time for rejuvenation rather than regret. She remarked, "My heart stopped when I heard about Mykelti's accident," in an emotional Instagram live. However, it also served as a reminder that we cannot live in terror. Love must be our way of life. I've been trying to teach my children that all along. Mykelti's story demonstrates how brittle life is, but also how strong we can be when we hold on to each other, she added. From several marital problems to family conflicts, the Sister Wives journey has never been without turmoil. Despite this, Mykelti and Tony have consistently been one of the show's most resilient couples. That strength is only emphasized by their recent experience. They have experienced danger, family strife, and heartache, but they continue to emerge stronger. As one admirer so eloquently put it, "That is the appearance of affection." Regardless of your feelings toward the Brown family, incidents like these serve as a reminder that there are actual people with genuine lives, worries, and blessings behind the cameras and pandemonium of reality TV. Mykelti and Tony have decided to celebrate thankfulness rather than linger on worry as they look to the future. Their story is now more than just a near-death experience. It serves as a potent reminder that love, faith, and perseverance can overcome even the most terrifying circumstances. In her poignant essay, Mykelti described it perfectly. "We walked away. That is all that is important. After this one, every day feels like a gift, and I will never again take it for granted."